I'm in the mood I'm in the mood I'm in the mood
Drink, fuck it up,
I'm in
talk
the
it
mood
up. Drink in my cup, pour it up.
You heard it first. Let's quench your thirst.
Ooh, mama, it's cocktail hour, so rock 'em up. Ooh, mama, it's cocktail hour, so pour it up. Pour it up.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Zeta Lisa. Welcome to Mama's Cocktail Hour. Come on in. So I am trying to get consistent out on these YouTube streets. So please, hit that notification button, subscribe. Again, for everybody who's new here, my name is Zeta Lisa. I do all things hip hop, current events. We always keep it real on this channel, and I'm definitely trying to grow my channel. So please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. It is Saturday night, and I am feeling good. So, welcome to everybody. I'm getting real cozy. So, get your drinks, get whatever you drinking. I am drinking some vino tonight. Don't ask me what it is. Whatever it is, it's good enough. And we got some shit to get into. We definitely do. Just pulling up my stuff here, checking in with all of y'all. So, if you guys see, let me put on my tickler real quick. Let you guys know what we're gonna be talking about. So tonight we gonna be talking King Combs. We have his lawsuit from this alleged Grace woman. If anybody doesn't know what's going on and you're here just for that, so let me break it down. Diddy's son Christian Combs has been hit with a SA lawsuit. And of course, we already know that Diddy's going through so much shit. So this is just adding more fuel to the fire. And as we break down the lawsuit, you're going to see exactly how Diddy's involved, how this kind of ties into Little Rod's lawsuit. We're getting into this all here on Mama's Cocktail Hour. So, like I said, guys, you guys need to get your drink. You guys need to get your drinks. All right. So I'm just getting settled in right now. Trying to get this lawsuit pulled up for you guys. So just give me a quick second. But so I got the actual lawsuit. It looks like it's a total of 31 pages. So it is pretty long. And we're going to get into it. I'm going to go line by line because, again, this is Mama's Cocktail Hour. This is a fair platform. We are not trying to stick it to Diddy. No Diddy, no Diddy. But we trying to let you guys know what's going on in these internet streets. You know, Diddy still, of course, he's saying that none of this is true, that he's going to, prove that none of this is true. So all of this currently is alleged. Please do not take anything that I'm saying for fact value, although I be doing my research, okay? But it's also good that you do your own research and don't just take everything that I say for face value. Do your own research. We encourage that here, okay? So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, say what's up to me in the comments if you're able to catch me going live. And guys, I just came up with this myself. I'm trying to be consistent. So I will be going live, hopefully Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. I'm going to aim for 8 p.m. So if you guys have some time, if you cleaning your house, if you getting with it, and you want to tune on to some Mama's Cocktail Hour with Zeta Lisa, please join me. Those are the days I'm going to be trying to go live. But I'm a mom, so you know how that goes. So if I'm not here, you can always catch the replay. All right, guys. So let's get into it. King Combs, you guys see the tickler. He has some heavy allegations coming across the screen when I get to it. And basically, it is from a woman who is 20, I believe they said she was 26 at the time of the event. And I think this took place in 2023. Her name is Grace. She is of European descent. Not that that matters, but we just reading off of the actual lawsuits. So, and just to kind of set the scene with you guys about what's going on is they are on a yacht. And this woman appears to be someone who works on the yacht. And there are it looks like the lawsuit is against Christian Combs and Sean Combs. So Diddy is also featured in this lawsuit as well. Um which I think is interesting. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, something else that I thought was interesting. There are some footnotes, just like how we seen the footnotes in the past with the whole Little Rod lawsuit. It looks like this lawsuit is kind of featuring the same thing. So let's kind of get into it. I was actually going to share it here on my screen, but for whatever reason, I'm having some issues. So what I will do is I will see if I can post a link to it later on, but I'm going to just give you the good version. So like I said, put on your headphones. It's after hours, and let's get into some of this juicy content. Ayo, no Diddy. Okay, so we are gonna start because there's a whole bunch of legal jargon in this. So we are gonna start with facts common to all causes of action. It is on the 4th page of the document, and it kind of starts breaking it down because there's so much stuff in the beginning. All right. So in or around July 2022, Grace, that is her name. I can't pronounce her last name, so we're gonna call her Grace, was working on Victorious, a super yacht built by Ak Yacht and owned and operated by Fraser. Plaintiff was a temporary second stewardess for the company Equam. Okay. The plaintiff worked in her temporary position for a month on Victorious, then was subsequently offered a permanent position due to her professionalism, her passion for the job, and her great customer service skills. Okay, so they already telling you guys from jump that, oh, guys, I think I got it. Hold on. Oh, bang. Check it out. Uh-oh. I can't do that. Hold on 1 second. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Hold on. There we go. All right, guys. So you're watching it with me. All right. So, yay. Let's throw a bomb on that. Come on, guys. It's Saturday. Can I throw some Funkmaster Flex bombs? All right. So where were we? They were letting you know what grade of an employee she is. Okay. In or about September 2022, plaintiff had been a part of a dedicated team on Monaco Boat Show tasked with selling charters for Victorious to high network clients such as Combs. I'm assuming C Combs is for Christian Combs and Sean Combs. Okay. Don't mind me. I just need to move around because I'm trying to get comfy because this thing is long and we trying to get into it tonight. All right. So, bang. We know they set in the scene. They already letting you guys know that she's a great worker. She's been promoted. So this isn't someone who's a shitbag, okay? They trying to let you know that she's a good employee. They set in the scene for that. They set in the scene for this is not somebody who was just trying to make a quick dollar, okay? In December of 2022, plaintiff and her team were advised that the yacht had been successfully chartered for the 2022 holiday period. So it looks like this all took place in 2022. Plaintiff changed her personal holiday family plans to accommodate the charter service and flew to St. Martin to prepare for the yacht service. Plaintiff soon learned the client who chartered the yacht was defendant Combs and his family. Defendant Sean Combs leased the yacht and had full control of the staff and premises of the yacht. Although the plaintiff was used to working in discreet and VIP environments, this was her first time working with an A-list celebrity. Because of this, the plaintiff and the rest of the team assigned to the yacht were determined to make the holiday special for the defendants, S. Combs and his family. This sounds like a lot of pressure. Like, I feel like I have just, and y'all see me, right? I'm getting real comfortable. So don't be afraid to get comfy. I have just learned about not too long ago about this whole like yacht life, right? I'm from the city. I'm from New York City. We don't know nothing about no yachts. Like, I didn't grow up in California by the water. Like, I'm not from an island. So, yacht life is something that you do when you on vacation over here in these New York streets. Apparently, for the rich and elite, yacht life is really something. And I've heard like some other things of yacht life, of like girls going on yachts, doing something strange for some change and getting heavy bucks. I don't know. Like, let me know in the comments if you guys ever heard about like the yacht girls. And apparently, like, there's some tea out in these streets that some of the yacht girls are now like big A-list celebrities. But we'll get into that on another live. So apparently she's not a yacht girl who's like going on these things and like, no, she is at the working capacity. Okay. She is working. So they're just kind of going into the specifics about like how she was told that she has to make this special. So it looks like she was really being groomed to, and I know that word is so crazy, but it almost, in your job, you're being groomed, trained, whatever, to kind of please the guests. Make sure that you don't make the guests upset. Make sure they're content. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay, so defendants S. Combs leased the yacht and have full control of the staff and premises of the yacht. All right, so let's move on to 29. Late shift duties included dinner, drink service for the clients for the entire 12-hour period. Dinner and drink service had to be carried out with minimum staff support or backup during the night shift, since only 2 individuals were assigned. Although defendant S. Combs was always typically on the yacht, his sons, Christian Combs and Justin Combs, were staying in a luxury villa nearby, but joined their father aboard the yacht most evenings. That's a little strange to me. I don't know, guys. Does anybody feel like that's strange? Like, they were staying in a luxury villa, but then they came on the yacht most nights. Wouldn't you be going on the yachts early in the day? Why? I don't know. Am I looking too much into this? Let me know. Because I don't know, like, you sometimes you gotta read in between the lines. This is what we do here in Cocktail Hour. I kind of feel like that's a little suspect. But anyways, we gonna keep moving. Um, the makeup of the yacht quickly evolved from just defendants Sean Combs and his family to include a constant rotation of suspected S workers and A-list celebrities such as Frenchie Montana and actor Cuban Gooding Jr. Now, anybody who knows me, if you follow me on Instagram, I am Zeta Lisa underscore. I always fuck that up. But my husband and I have traveled to Morocco many times. Like, I think I've been there already 4 times. Like, I legit feel like I'm Moroccan, but I'm not. Puerto Rican and Dominican, straight from Hell's Kitchen, New York. But I would like to say that I got some really, really cool friends in Morocco. Okay. I've been there many times. We have friends and family there. It's kind of like my second home. And let me tell you something. Frenchie Montana to the Moroccans is like God. So shout out to Frenchie Montana. Um, no shade. What you do in your bedroom is your own business. I like to say that about the whole Diddy situation. Let me put that out on Front Street. I don't care what Diddy does in his bedroom, if he's gay, if he's straight, if he's bisexual. The only thing that I have a problem with Diddy about is like all of the alleged allegations that we know we've been hearing on the internet streets for years. The way he mistreats women, what he did to Cassie, what Cassie said he did to him, what his other girlfriend Gina who came out on Tasha K and spoke about the type of person he was, what he did to Kim Porter, like just his sexuality has nothing to do with a lot of the allegations that are coming out. Like we know that there's allegations of like him trying to force people or allegedly trying to force people into being into men specifically being into sexual relationships with him. But again, this is not a matter of his sexuality because I think people are like, "Oh, stop gay shaming him." My opinion for me, I can't speak on everybody else is it's not about that. It's about all the other stuff. For me, I'm not sure if maybe his sexuality is he really is gay allegedly and he just doesn't know how to treat women. Like he despises women because maybe he doesn't really want to be with them. I don't know. Again, don't take my opinion. This is my opinion. Have your own. But moving back to Frenchie Montana is I've heard a lot of things about Frenchie Montana, and this is not the first time that he's popped up. There's the infamous photo where he's kind of spooning. I don't know if you guys saw it on the internet. I'm gonna definitely grab that into my next video, but there is a photo out there where it is, I believe, the two twins from the Kardashians, the two twin like Chloe's friends. It's them two. It's a rapper that no one seems to remember, but that is rapper Chinks. He's from Queens. He's there. Then Frenchie Montana is right next to Chinks because they used to be boys, and Chinks, RIP, he died. And then right next to French is Diddy. And when I mean they're nuts a butt, they're nuts. And that photo is like maybe 2016. Like that photo is old because I believe Chinks died in like 2018. So that's an old photo. So I think people are throwing up the Meek Mills things, but I really do think that Frenchie Montana was Diddy's boo way before Meek Mills. Allegedly. Again, guys, my opinions, but that photo is old and Frenchie Montana been around Diddy for a really long time. So if we could believe that Meek Mills was doing something allegedly, I'm pretty sure French is in here too. And now we see French featured in this lawsuit. All right, let's keep moving. So, defendant Sean Combs turned what was sold a wholesome family excursion into a hedonistic environment. According to plaintiff, it resulted in an uninspected increase in workload for her and her colleagues, and as well as unwanted exposure, unlawful drug use, sex work, and general chaos. It also created an extremely hazardous environment. For example, guests often demanded drink service until 6 a.m. Staff was often treated with disrespect. Suspected sex workers were sprawled out of unconscious. Ooh. Suspected, guys, these S's are killing me. Suspected sex workers were sprawled out unconscious about the yacht, and it was difficult to distinguish which bottles of alcohol were laced with rugs and which bottles were not. What? How did she know they were laced? These are the questions that I have to ask. Okay. It is important to note that the bartender, plaintiff, understands the impact of alcohol and the likelihood that a person would not generally become intoxicated following one mixed drink. Because of this, the plaintiff found it very suspicious that after one shot of De Leon tequila, I'm sorry, or one mixed drink, various women on the yacht would be falling over themselves, panicking, and passing out. Guys, Diddy is done. I need to take a sip. Diddy is done. Like, this is setting the scene for them spiking bottles. Okay. And if you guys know, it looks like Mark Curry. Do I have the Mark Curry book here? You guys see my library? It's not really mine, it's my husband's. Let me stop frying. But we had the Mark Curry book here where he wrote his book Dancing with the Devil. He used to work for Diddy. And he was the first one to go on YouTube and kind of speak about his experience with um Diddy spiking drinks. Mark Curry stated that there was several times that he went to bars and he was told, or clubs or wherever they was partying at, that he was told, like, y'all can't drink from that over there. That's strictly for the girls. Make sure y'all drinking out of here. And it looks like they made it clear that those drinks were the drinks that were spiked. So is this the reason why Homeland Security is getting involved? Because there is on more than one occasion, they're roofing people, they're spiking their drinks. We have women who have said that they have taken something and they can't remember. And this is the story of Grace. And as we get into this, because I've already kind of done my research on it, but as we get into this, you're going to see how Grace knows that something is not right. Like, this is not a stupid girl. Okay, she seems to be, even though she's like in her 20s, she's 25, 26, she seems to be very like alert. And not to mention that with this lawsuit, guys, came audio, came photos. There was a lot of proof. And you'll get in, as we get into it, you'll see how like Little Rod's lawsuit kind of ties into this. All right. So here we are, where we are. She says this led plaintiff to reasonably believe that the alcohol given to these women was likely laced with drugs. Okay. Plaintiff was aware that Rodney Jones, the Rod, a producer who used to work on the Love album Off the Grid, was required to be on standby for musical recordings often late into the night. The Love album Off the Grid is the fifth studio album by American rapper and record producer Sean Diddy Combs, released on September 15, 2023. Mr. Jones was accepted as an extended member of the service staff and spent time with plaintiff at the bar and piano room where he played the piano. So Grace and Little Rod know each other, okay? They're letting you know right here. They were talking. They were having conversations. It's not a coincidence, okay? On or about the early morning of December 28, 2022, the evening shift started as normal. At about 5 a.m., plaintiff was messaged on duty. All right, let's get to it. Because I'm not going to go through her whole day. Okay, let's get to the nitty-gritty. We're at 45. In the studio, defendant C. Combs asked the plaintiff to bring shots to the recording studio and sun deck. And plaintiff obliged, as she was the only server steward at the time. So remember, she said that a lot of times that they were being like extra, basically. She was like, they wanted food and drinks well into 6 o'clock in the morning, and there was only limited staff at night. Okay. I'm letting you guys know because sometimes we just got to break it down, because a lot of this lawyer stuff is just really specifics and a lot of jargon just to kind of like, but we got to get to the nitty gritty. So the nitty gritty is they was being A-list celebrities. They were basically being bougie. They was being overly dramatic. You know the people. No, take this back. This don't look good. You know the people. They were being those type of people, okay? Come on, we know they got money, they used to a certain life. I ain't hating, I'm just keeping it real. So she's basically just saying, like, okay, she's setting the scene, saying it's late. She's the only server. I don't want to get too far. Plaintiff noticed immediately that he was particularly attentive to her, which she considered very inappropriate. However, plaintiff began to become concerned when he insisted that she take shots of tequila that he may have bought on board the yacht. So she already knows this shit is spiked. So I can tell that she's already like putting two and two together. Okay. She's like, hey, this isn't the shit that we serving on here. This is the shit you brought in. So what you brought in? This is the type of shit I have to tell my kids is like, yo, don't take pills from nobody. Don't take drinks that you didn't see that was ladies. Like, you guys need to know that. All right. I come from the era of like clubbing. I grew up in Hell's Kitchen. We was going to Exit. We were going to Copacabana. We were going to Speed. We was at Avalon. Like, we was at Club Bed. Like, I was at every club. And one thing that you need to know, if you are clubbing or you are around a lot of just like men, women, party vibe, do not take a drink that you did not see the bartender pour and it came out of their bottle. Do not just take a drink. That's number one, because you never know what's in it. And so this girl's already smart. You could tell she's street smart. She's been in the game. Okay, this is not her first rodeo. So she already knows how to play. Like, she knows how to play her position. All right, so let's jump in. Under pressure, we're at 48. Under pressure and wanting to be polite, plaintiff obliged. Prior to this, the plaintiff witness, defendant Sean Combs, created a Black Santa video, which showed him demanding the captain, various heads of departments, and crew take a shot of tequila with him. As this was a pattern established by the captain of the yacht and defendants, Combs plaintiff felt comfortable knowing that Mr. Jones was present and didn't think anything more of it. She felt that she would take one shot and he would let her return to the party. So, pantry. So, guys, again, this is another like quick preview of you understanding that she trusts Little Rod. They had to have conversations. She sees Little Rod drinking the drink and she's like, okay, I guess I could drink this. Like, everybody's taking shots. She said that the whole, what do they call them here? The various heads of departments were taking shots. So she was like, fuck it. I can't be the only one not doing this. So let me do this. Okay. According to the plaintiff, at this point, the mood changed and things became sinister. Defendant Christian Combs insisted plaintiff stay chatting and she sit beside him. Plaintiff resisted and remains polite, asking to leave. Christian Combs became aggressive and insisted that the plaintiff take a further shot and sit beside him. At this point, defendant Christian Combs violently grabs plaintiff's arm and begins hurting her. He pulled plaintiff to the seat beside him and prevented her from getting up. Grace insisted that she return to the pantry, but her pleas fell on deaf ears. Angered Christian forced plaintiff to take another shot. Plaintiff was quite scared and realized she was in a dangerous situation. Plaintiff was also feeling the effect of tequila shots and quickly suspected that the tequila was spiked. At this point, the situation escalated and plaintiff started to be physically assaulted by defendant Sean Combs. Oh my God. This is not even, wow. I don't think I realized this, guys. I've kind of like read this a couple of times and I didn't realize that Sean started to like touch her. I didn't know that. And again, I'm reading from the actual thing. I'm at 55. At this point, the situation escalated and plaintiff started to be physically assaulted by defendant Sean Combs. Oh my God, I'm still like at all. I thought this was all Christian, but it does look like they do have Sean included in the lawsuit as well. So she's suing him as well. And it looks like he was the one that started groping her. He touched plaintiff's legs, breasts, anus, what? And vagina. He also tried to kiss her and proceeded to kiss her neck, face, and hands. Oh my God. Let me take another sip of this. This is getting crazy, guys. After hours. If you have not hit that like button, please like this video. We is going deep. No Diddy, okay? But it is getting very sinister. Like, so definitely hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe. And let me get comfy because, oh my God, I did not even know that. This is like a freak off, guys. Like between him and his son. Him and his son are freaking off on a girl that is working on the yacht. Like, that is disgusting. Okay. Okay. Hit that like button. Okay. Defendant Sean Combs, he touched plaintiff's legs, breasts, anus, and vagina. He also tried to kiss her and proceeded to kiss her neck, face, and hands. The time limit at this point became very blurry and vague, as she does not recall exactly what happened to her due to the effects of the spiked tequila shots. Now, I'm going to let you know, that line right there, his lawyers are going to just eat that up. That line right there is going to have his lawyers eat that up because they are going to, I'm telling y'all, I don't watch enough Law and Order to let you guys know. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm not a lawyer. I am just someone podcasting, but I'm going to let you guys know that line right there, Christian Combs, Diddy Combs, they going to eat that right there. You don't remember what happened, so how can you remember? Okay, I'm just letting you guys know. Luckily for the plaintiff, due to defendant Sean Combs' insistence on Mr. Combs recording. Oh, this is where it's happening. Okay, so remember how I told you guys how this lawsuit ties into Little Rod's lawsuit? Well, Little Rod, I believe Cassie was the one who broke the door fucking open. Okay, shout out to fucking Cassie. Cassie broke the door open. But Little Rod's lawsuit, all the tea that he gave, all the specifics, bringing in the drugs, even though Cassie brought in the drugs too, but he brought in the drugs, how they were being distributed, who had them, how they were moving. He brought in the fucking RICO, okay? He said himself like that he had so much hours of video, and this is tying into Gracie's lawsuit, okay? Right here. This is the connection. So listen. Luckily for the plaintiff, due to Sean Combs' insistence on Mr. Jones recording everything, Mr. Jones had an audio recording of defendant Christian Combs drugging and sexually assaulting the plaintiff. Wow. So guys, that line, as I'm reading it, is telling me that he has the video. Diddy's fucking done. Christian is done. They have the fucking video. That's what I'm reading. Tell me, drop down in the comments and let me know if you read something different. But she's saying, luckily for the plaintiff, they have an audio recording. Okay, I'm getting too carried away. Audio, yes. But they have an audio recording of defendant Christian Combs drugging and sexually assaulting her. Below is the transcript, and let's get into it. We're going to call him Christian Combs, okay? C. Combs is Christian Combs, Diddy's son. Okay. Christian Combs, yo, it's shot o'clock. Plaintiff, no, I'm not doing shots, Christian. Everybody, we got to take a shot. This is Gracie. I'll just put it on the ledge. No, take the whole thing. Gracie goes, no, you will take it as well. And he goes, take the whole shot. She goes, I'm only doing it as long as you take it as well. So she's letting you know, I know there's something in here, right? That's what you would do. Come on, girls. Like, let's all be on the same page. That's smart. She's being smart. She's saying like, yo, so you want me to sip this? You need to sip it too. Because I need to make sure this fucking shit is legit and I ain't gonna wake up somewhere in a freak off and Gracie's trying to be smart here. Okay. And it gets real sinister. Because I think she realizes, like, yeah, I'm about to get drugged. Um, he goes, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not taking nothing. Please, please take the shot. So he's letting you know something is in that shot and I ain't taking it. So Gracie already knows at this point. Um, ooh, she says it. She goes, you are drugging me? Yo, I can't believe that she. Oh, she's asking him. She's asking him. All right, so Gracie's like, are you drugging me? He says, take the shot. Hey, yo, play another beat one time because now. And they start playing, how fucking ironic, guys. They start playing, it's me and you now. I've been waiting. When I gonna make a move now. You know what, Cassie? You done really killed it out here in these streets. Cause you was like, I think I'm gonna make a move now and drop that fucking lawsuit. So they playing Cassie. Wow, okay. He goes, this is not an offer. You said what? He goes, I can't. She tells him, I can't. I'm swapping out. I can't do it, darling. He goes, nah, we need you. She goes, I'm going to stop. Stop. I have to go. Honestly, I'm like already losing sleep now. I have to go. He goes, Christian Combs goes, you're the best one on the shift, though. She goes, what do you mean? He goes, who's going to replace you? He goes, who's going to replace me? Christian Combs goes, F that. That's going to be trash, though. You feel me? Wow. Like, why does he sound like a suburb wannabe kid? Like, he sounds like he's like real ignorant. That's a shame, though. It's a shame. Where are we? Fuck that. That's going to be trash, though. You feel me? She goes, excuse me. You don't touch my legs like that. I'll move my legs where I want to. She goes, if I want to do this, then I will. You don't touch my legs like that. Wow. What does she mean by if you want to do this, then if I want to do this, then I will? That sounds weird. What? But guys, let's also take into account she's like European. So like the words that she's using here is like she's still trying to be professional. You can tell she's trying to be respectful. Like this is somebody she works for. You know, she doesn't want to get she doesn't want to get in trouble. And the way that I understand it is like when you work for a yacht, you kind of have like tips, right? But they're kind of like universal tips. So it's like if you get a tip of like $1,000, you're sharing that. So it's like at the end of it, if they get like $20,000, $30,000, they all share it. So her thought process is like, yo, I don't want to fuck up the bag, right? And you can't be mad at her for wanting to not fuck up the bag. Like remember, she's at work. Have you ever been at work and someone's like a real like DICK? Like I know I've dealt with it like just throughout my lifetime. Like you're working with someone and you're just trying your best to remain fucking professional. Like this is what Gracie's doing. All right. So shout out to Gracie. Like, you know, she's trying to get to the bag. She's trying to keep a job here. And he's just being a little spoiled brat. Where are we? He's trying to let her know that he doesn't want to go. We're at 24. We're gonna do 23. Listen, you and everybody in the crew, it's great. I can't. I have to go down. No, yo, tell me. Listen, what? Like you're saying, just vibing with me the whole time. She goes, I can't. I promise you, I wish I could, but I can't unless I say that you guys requested me. He's like, so she gave him an inch. She should have never said that. So as soon as he said that, he's like, yo, who can I talk to? I'm gonna say I requested you, blah, 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 blah. She's like, well, you can take your hand off my ass for the first thing. According to the plaintiff, she would have requested because she knew that no one of authority who would approve the request was asleep. So she was basically telling him the whole request thing because she knew that that wasn't going to be able to go down because everybody that could approve that was sleeping. Okay, so she's trying to get her ass away from Christian Combs, who is trying to essay her. Okay, so she's trying to play it smart. It says after, so according to, okay, so here we are. After being, all right, after being assaulted in the recording studio, plaintiff attempted to resume her duties that night. She made her way to the pantry where she met another steward who was assigned to take over the ship. Her colleague recognized that the plaintiff, which was Gracie, was visibly intoxicated, in shock, and trying to finish the shift. Shortly after returning to the pantry, Christian Combs called for the plaintiff. He went looking for her and demanded that he find her a place to sleep on the yacht. Gracie, don't do it. It's a fucking setup, Gracie. He's trying to take you to his room. Don't do it. You know you from New York when you're like, no, stop. You're putting yourself in a bad situation. Okay. At such a late hour of the night, there was no spare cabins for Christian Combs to stay in. Despite this, he refused to go back to shore, which I'm assuming is like the top deck, okay? Not physically shore. The most acceptable place for him to sleep that night was in the cinema. Plaintiff directed him to the cinema, which was commonly used as an extra sleeping area. The cinema had one door to exit and to enter. So already, Gracie, you're stuck the fuck in there. Like, I would have been like, go in, sir. Right there. Oh, he might, like, he's not gonna try to push you in, just hit. But it looks like she like walked in. That's what I'm assuming here. That's how I'm interpreting it. Um, Plaintiff entered the room and defendant C. Combs blocked her from exiting. It's like a typical movie where you're like, Gracie, what in the Oh, Lord, Gracie. Plaintiff retreated to a corner of the room, Dito. Defendant Christian Combs became physical and extremely aggressive. He cornered plaintiff, Gracie, and started to grope her. Gracie pushed back at him constantly. Defendant C. Combs then took off all of his clothes and his was, you know what. He grabbed her arms and was trying to force Gracie to perform the ooshgosh bagosh. The plaintiff began fighting Christian Combs, and not long after, her partner, which we understand now, guys, that her partner was actually somebody that she was with. So not only was she working on this yacht, but she had a boo. Now, they don't say whether it's a female or a male, but she was in a relationship, and this person came looking for her. And when this person came looking for her, he or she found her being sexually SA'd by Christian Combs. Okay. Okay. So, not long after, her partner on board entered the seminar that startled Christian Combs, and the plaintiff was finally able to leave. The plaintiff's partner became concerned and went looking for the plaintiff after she had not returned to her room after her shift. The morning after, Gracie complained to the yacht captain, Peter Milkoff. He's like the captain. He lacked compassion or concern, failed to investigate, and insisted that Gracie was probably voluntarily partying with the guest, and she was not. That is fucked up. Captain added insult to injury by assigning Gracie to work in front of the house, which means not only did she need to be sexually assaulted by Christian Combs, but this motherfucker also made her work the next day. Like, how fucking grimy is that shit? Like, call fucking Olivia Benson from SVU. Can we get her here, like, right fucking now? Okay. So the captain forced her to work in front of the house, which required personally serving Christian Combs while they were on the yacht. How fucking degrading. Plaintiff was not provided an option to be isolated or not to have defendant C. Combs. Or not have the option to be isolated or not have to serve him, but they're making her serve him. So this is like the ultimate disrespect. Plaintiff was 25 years old at the time of the attack. Based on the information and belief, Sean Combs' employee included his drug mule, Brendan Paul. I don't know if you guys know who Brendan Paul is, but he is the white boy who just got snatched up where when Diddy was trying to kind of flee on one of those, not flee. Let's make that correct. He wasn't fleeing. Because I want to be make sure that I'm accurate, but he was with him when he was like on his plane, and they questioned him and he was taken in. So that is Brendan Paul. Okay. And his chief of staff is Christina Coram. I don't know if you guys seen when that photo when Diddy was looking crazy, where I think it was the day after the Cassie lawsuit dropped, where he was like on his like in his Miami home by the water and he was seen with his assistant. That's who Christina Coram is. Okay. Um Shortly after, Captain McAuliffe received a generous tip from Sean Combs in order to keep Captain McAuliffe quiet and keep him from protecting Gracie from not taking action on her behalf. All right, so it's clear as day. Diddy paid him to keep his fucking mouth shut and to keep his team in order. Okay. Only a few members of the ship's staff were required to write statements. Plaintiff and her partner were the only two staff members not interviewed and not asked to write a fucking statement. Isn't this freaking crazy? So not only is she drugged, SA'd, embarrassed by her boss, also after telling her boss he doesn't investigate, he gets a written statement from everybody in the freaking yacht except for her and her partner, the ones that actually were victims and seen the actual alleged assault. Not only does he do that, but he takes money from Diddy to kind of keep the whole shit under wraps. Gracie is going to do her thing here. All right. And as you can see, there are some pictures here of like Gracie's bruises. They do look like they're there. I don't know if you can see them on the screen. They do look like they're fresh though. So you know how bruising could get worse over time. So they're just showing her um her bruising here from the assault, the alleged assault. Um and it just goes on to kind of speak about her mental health. Just to kind of sum it up, it looks like she had her mental health deteriorated to the point that she was medicated and required intensive therapy. Additionally, she fell into a deep depression and was unable to fully carry out her maid of honor duties at the wedding of her only sister in June of 2023. It looks like she got fired from this job. Um, she started to receive have anxiety and panic attacks, which prevented her from securing permanent positions in the yachting industry. She also developed an eating disorder, and it looks like she ultimately started to have epileptic seizures from like her physical health deteriorating. So this girl has really went through a lot. And this is a very long lawsuit, but I think we got into a lot of Gracie's story. It looks like there is some more that I think we can probably go through tomorrow. So I will be on live again 8 p.m. I'm gonna try to aim for that. You know, I am a mom. So sometimes it doesn't work out, but when it does, I will be here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube Live. I think we're gonna save this for tomorrow because now this lawsuit is not only detailing Gracie's SA assault, but it's also going to kind of get into some of the RICO, right? It's going to get into what the yacht life looks like. So we're going to save that for mañana. So you guys let me know in the comments. Let me take a sip. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about this whole lawsuit thus far. Do you feel like this lawsuit is legit? Do you feel like you believe what Casey's saying, what she's alleging in this lawsuit? Do you feel like this is all cap? Do you feel like they're on a mission to just down anything Diddy? Let me know in the comments. You guys know my belief. I feel like sometimes when there's smoke, there's fire, and sometimes the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Okay. So let me know what you think in the comments. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Tonight was fun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And check me out on Instagram. I'm on these Instagram streets at Mama's CH Network. Let me just put that up here so you guys can see. You can follow me on IG at Zeta_Lisa. And then you can follow Mama's Cocktail Hour as well at Mama's CH Network. Check it out on the tickler. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed Saturday. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.